الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من الأهل الإسلام وكفى لنا بالطاعة في الليالي والأيام وأمرنا بأكل الحلال ونهينا عن الحرام. فسبحان الذي فضل شهر رجب على سائر الشهور والأيام. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولا نذير له ولا مثيل له، شهادة موصلة إلى دار السلام. ونشهد أن سيدنا وسندنا مولانا محمدا عبده وحبيبه ورسوله، أرسله الله تعالى رحمة للعالمين، وأرسله الله إلى كافة الأنام، صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى وأصحابه وأزواجه ذريته الكرام وأتباعه وخلفاء الراشدين المرشدين المهديين من بعده ووزرائه الكاملين في أهله، خصوصا منهم رائمة خلفاء رسول الله على تحقيق ومرائه المؤمنين حضرة أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي ذوي القدر الجليل، والباقية الصحابة والتابعين رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين. أيها المؤمنون الهادرون، اتقوا الله تعالى وأطيعوه، إن الله مع الذين اتقوا والذين هم محسنون. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المنزل نبي المرسل: وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون إن الله هو الرزاق ذو القوة المتين. صدق الله تعالى ربنا الكريم. أيها المؤمنون الحاضرون، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Jumuah Mubarak and Kareem for everyone. Imam Shaykh Abdul Haqq our blessing. He said, "Inna shahra Rajab shahrullah al-Malik al-Anam. وتوبوا إلى الله تعالى عن الذنوب في هذا الشهر الحرام." This is the month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rajab, Shahrullah, Shaban, who Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Good tidings make easy for us. Shahr Ramadan, month for the Ummah. This is the month وذمه بتلاوته وتسبيح واجتباب عن الأثام، وأحسبوه فقراء ومساكين وأيتام. To be in this month, recite Quran and tasbih, avoid sins, and generous to the poor and the needy and the orphans. In other words, to be busy this month with good actions as much as you can do. This is the month of Khalwat, the month of seclusion. The most distinguished Naqshbandi Tariqat. And if no order to go into an actual seclusion, we have to be even several times a day or once a day to make some time in the day or in the night. Intend for a khalwat, nawayna arba'in itikaf khalwat uzla riyadu wa suruk. I'm intending, O my Lord, to be this few minutes as a seclusion for you, to join me with the hearts of your beloved ones who are secluding themselves from every occupation with dunya during this month, and grant us some drops from the blessings that they're taking in this month. Try to give some time, even 15 minutes, even half an hour, even 10 minutes, to sit at night before you sleep, or any time in the day and night, to be for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Try to keep the dua of the saint of Rajab at least 3 times a day. Something to make this month special. This is a month for Riyadh. Everybody is busy, I know. I'm getting old now, it's difficult, but it used to be like Shaykh Hashem said, be like horses, race horses running. When Rajab starts, people were beginning their programs. Try to do something. Try to do something. There are so many ways now. With this internet, you could find so many things you couldn't find before. It was closed unless you really went digging and traveling. Now every kind of spiritual way is open for people to look into it and to get involved with it. Islam is the most simple and widest way to say, Amantu Billah, I believe in Allah, Astaghfir, to go straight to Him. If no starting point, how to make a journey, if you have no reference point from which to start, to begin, to sit in your meditations and to do without any reference point, without any beliefs, without any target, is difficult. Many people now are calling on Khutba. Khutba might be benign helpers from the spiritual world, from jinns, from angels, from awliya. Worse than Khutba. They're calling what they don't know what they're calling. I think there's something out there and I'm calling on it. You don't know you're calling on something predatory or not. You're calling on something more powerful than yourself, and we're not prepared to handle it. No one's going to go down the street and say, where is the gang headquarters where they're selling drugs and guns, and bust in the door and say, I will give you guys a piece of my money. What's going to happen? People are afraid. They're not afraid to go to what they don't know. Right, all kinds of problems. Many people went crazy or killed themselves by fooling with such things. And Islam gave us a straight way. Qul amantu billah. Astaghfir. Say, I believe in Allah, and go straight. Go straight. Allah said, mankind is ever struggling and striving to reach the goal. He said, soon the results of his struggling or her struggling will come into view. And we're asking for everybody that what comes into view should be a goodness. The Quran says, Prophet is speaking to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Qul ya. How was the ayat? If only your people, when they were tyrants to themselves, they came to you, Ya Rasul. And you asking forgiveness of Allah, and you asked forgiveness for them, they would have met their Lord. Wajad Allah. Wajad means to find. They would have found their Lord, Tawaban Rahim. It's an important point. You want to have a happy reception, a happy landing, a happy homecoming, a happy reunion with the Lord, that He's going to be happy with you, happy with me, and accepting, and forgiving, and merciful. You don't want to come and find a problem. If you have a problem with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have a big problem. Not a small problem. So we want to find the correct target. Goes back to Allah, everything. The believer believes his deeds or her deeds goes back to Allah. Not to this way or that way, to the complete emptiness, to the, I don't know what they're using to describe an undefined spiritual reality. Going back to the Lord Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that created us. And we want to find Him in His best aspects, according to His beautiful names and attributes. We don't want to come in the presence of Azizul Muntikam, or to the presence of Jabbar Muntaqim. You want to find a Jawad Rahim, Wadud, Tawab Rahim. You want to find the good, soft, and welcoming names of Allah. Everything goes back to Him. Everything will disappear and only the face remains. The face meaning the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that are suitable for the deeds you did. Everything goes back to a name or a face. Some goes back to the names of acceptance and mercy. Some goes back to the names of punishment. All of it goes back to Allah. We want to go to the merciful side. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to teach people how to do deeds that take you to the merciful side of Allah, to His accepting face. Face meaning His names and attributes. And to keep away from the things takes you to the punishment and severe side. And Allah grant us. What's the reason for Sharia? To show people this is the safe way. This way is not the safe way. Keep the safe way. Keep the main way. We're asking our Lord, because nowadays so much information is out there, not to fall into wrong or difficult or troublesome ways that leads to a problem. Allah grant us to know the ways of prophets, to be able to follow it. Even in one thing, find one thing and do it. Better than to know the whole library and not do any of it. Better to take one thing. All of them leading to the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني. You want to find Allah's love, you want to be loved by Allah, follow me, said Allah will love you. We're intending as much as we can to follow. Even it's difficult and so many shaitans is calling now. There was, I don't know what you read in your schooling, Homer, the Greek, Odysseus, Iliad and Odyssey. He was a sailor, seafarer, adventurer, and he was going with his men, and they came to a island. On that island, there was demons or jinns, or evil spirits of some kind, in the form of beautiful women called sirens. And they would sing, calling the sailors as they passed in their boats. And the sailors are out at sea for months and months and months, and they can't resist. They hear this. And Ulysses said to his men, be of courage, put in your ears wax, not to hear. Otherwise, the sailors lose control and the ship runs towards that sound and hits the rocks and sinks. Everyone dead. It is a feast for those demons. Now, demons is calling from every side. And they're not calling to say we're demons, we're shaitans, we're devils. They're calling to say, we love you, we're your best friends, we're your guides and helpers, and like that. And people are running after them. And Allah make us those who put wax in our ears running after Allah. Not to listen to so much shaitanic invitations. Shaitanic invitation. Come. They're not your friends. Come to your destruction. Allah make us open-eyed.
Amen.
Not foolish. And to keep the straight way. Say, I believe in Allah and keep straight. Allah grant us. Allah asana kana wa balad al-nizam. كلام الله في المليك العزيز العلام كما قال الله تبارك وتعالى في الكلام وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا وهو أنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والله يدعو إلى دار السلام. Some days the equipment is working good, some days not too much. That will feel give us power all of a sudden. Make us to keep the way of prophets. Not to call him to blame. Alhamdulillah, hamdan kamilin wa salatu wa salam ala rasulina Muhammad وعلى وأصحابه أجمعين تعظيما للنبي وتكريما لفخامة الشان شفيع. وقال عز وجل من قائلا مخبرا وآمرا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد على من فضلته بين أنبياء العظام وأفخار العرب والأعجام مولانا والمولى بين مخترمين سيدنا بالقاسم محمد يا أيها المشتاقون لنور جماله مترجون شفاعته صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد وبارك اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. Send salat on Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet said, "I'm fresh alive in my grave. Who sends salat on me, salat and salam, I'm sending on them 10 times." If a person is receiving that blessing from Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it should be a strong protection from every evil and shaitan. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى وصحبه أجمعين. آمين. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتوب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. آمين. اللهم اهدنا من فضلك فيما هديت وعافنا فيما عافيت وتولنا فيما توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك وإنه لا يضل من وليت ولا يعز من عليك تبارك ربنا وتعالى ولك الحمد على المقام. آمين. نستغفرك اللهم ونتوب. آمين. صلى الله على النبي وعلى وسلم. آمين. اللهم اكشف عنا من العذاب والبلاء ما يكشفه. آمين. اللهم اسقنا غيثا سقي رحمة ولا تجعلنا من القانتين على وارحمة خير الراحمين. آمين. اللهم افتح لنا فاطم القانين خير الفاطم وتهديد القوم ظلموا. الحمد لله رب العالمين وجعل من الملك وليا. آمين. جعل من الملك سلطانا نصيرا. آمين. وكان حقا علينا نصر المؤمنين. آمين. اللهم افتح لنا ابواب السداد بأيمان إن الله لطيف بالعباد. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. يا غارة الله. آمين. يا غارة الله. آمين. يا غارة الله. يا غارة الله. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون.